Hello and welcome to this lesson on substitution values into the formula. By the time you finish this video, you will be able to first recognize how to substitute known values into a formula to solve for an unknown variable. And next, we'll understand the steps involved in solving equations after substitution, including isolating the variable and simplifying the expression. Finally, we'll apply substitution to real-life problems, like finding the length of a rectangle when the area and width are given. Let's get started. Before we start solving questions, let's first understand what substitution actually means. In maths, substitution simply means replacing a letter with a number. You may have seen formulas that contain letters such as A, B, and C. These letters are called variables, and they represent values that can change. For example, here we have the formula A equals B plus C. At the moment, we do not know the values of B and C, so we cannot calculate A yet. However, if we are given values for B and C, we can substitute or replace those letters with the numbers we know. Once the numbers have been substituted into the formula, we can then carry out the calculation to find the value of the unknown variable. Substitution is an important skill because it appears in many areas of maths, science, and real-life formulas. In this lesson, we will learn how to substitute values accurately and avoid some of the common mistakes students make in exam questions. Now let's look at the steps involved in substitution. Whenever you are asked to substitute values into a formula, it is a good idea to follow the same process every time. First, write down the formula exactly as it is given. Next, substitute the values by replacing each letter with the correct number. Then, simplify the negative numbers. Lastly, complete the calculation. In this example, the formula is A equals B plus C, where B equals -5 and C equals 3. After substituting the values, the formula becomes A equals -5 plus 3. Notice that this is -5, so it has been written inside brackets. This is a useful habit because it helps prevent mistakes when working with negative numbers. Now we complete the calculation. -5 plus 3 means we move 3 places towards 0 on the number line. This gives us -2. Therefore, the value of A is -2. When substituting, one of the most common mistakes is forgetting the negative sign. Always check carefully whether a value is positive or negative before writing it into the formula. By following these 4 simple steps, write the formula, substitute the values, simplify any negative numbers, and complete the calculation, you can solve substitution questions accurately and confidently. Here's another sample equation that you can solve using substitution. Let's dive into some exam-style practice questions. You can pause the video and try it yourself. Find the value of the expression 3 open bracket A minus 2B close bracket, given that A equals 5 and B equals -3. Whenever you see a substitution question, the first step is to replace each letter with its given value. We know that A equals 5, so we replace A with 5. We also know that B equals -3, so we replace B with -3. This gives us 3 open bracket 5 minus 2 multiplied by -3 close bracket. At this stage, many students make a mistake by trying to do 5 minus 2 first. However, we must follow the order of operations. Inside the brackets, we calculate the multiplication before the subtraction. So let's work out -2 multiplied by -3. A negative multiplied by a negative gives a positive. Therefore, -2 multiplied by -3 equals +6. Now we can rewrite the expression as 3 open bracket 5 plus 6 close bracket. Next, simplify inside the brackets. 5 plus 6 equals 11. This gives us 3 multiplied by 11. Finally, multiply 3 by 11. 3 times 11 equals 33. Therefore, the value of the expression 3 open bracket A minus 2B close bracket is 33. Let's quickly review the method. First, substitute the values into the expression. Next, simplify any calculations involving negative numbers. Then complete the remaining calculation using the correct order of operations. One useful exam tip is to always place substituted negative numbers inside brackets. For example, when replacing b with -3, writing -3 inside brackets helps you see the signs clearly and reduces the chance of making mistakes. Remember, negative multiplied by negative gives positive, which is the key step in this question. So our final answer is 33. Now let's look at a question where we use a formula to find a missing value. You can pause the video and try it yourself. The formula for the area of a rectangle is A equals L multiplied by W, where A represents the area, L represents the length, and W represents the width. In this question, we are told that the area is 48 square centimeters and the width is 6 centimeters. Our task is to find the length. As always, let's begin by writing down the formula. A equals L multiplied by W. Next, substitute the values we know into the formula. The area A is 48, and the width W is 6. This gives us 48 equals L multiplied by 6. Notice that we have successfully substituted all the values we know, but the length is still unknown. Our goal now is to make L the subject of the equation. At the moment, L is being multiplied by 6. To undo multiplication by 6, we perform the opposite operation. The opposite of multiplying by 6 is dividing by 6. So we divide both sides of the equation by 6. 48 divided by 6 equals 8. On the right-hand side, 6 divided by 6 equals 1, leaving us with just L. Therefore, L equals 8. So the length of the rectangle is 8 centimeters. Let's pause for a moment and think about why this answer makes sense. We know the width is 6 centimeters. If the length is 8 centimeters, then the area would be 8 multiplied by 6. 8 times 6 equals 48. This matches the area given in the question, which confirms that our answer is correct. A good habit in GCSE Maths is to quickly check your answer by substituting it back into the original formula. This only takes a few seconds and can help you spot mistakes before moving on. Let's also look at the method we used. First, write the formula. Next, substitute the known values. Then solve for the unknown variable by using inverse operations. Finally, simplify and check that your answer fits the original question. One common mistake is dividing only one side of the equation by 6. Remember, whatever you do to one side of an equation, you must do exactly the same thing to the other side. Another common mistake is forgetting the units. Since we were asked to find a length, our final answer should be written in centimeters. Therefore, the final answer is 8 centimeters.